Who is the greatest athlete of all time? We have engaged in the GOAT debate for many years without reaching a definitive conclusion. The reason this debate continues is because we can't agree on a definition of greatness. Is greatness winning championships? Is greatness winning individual awards, longevity? Or is greatness defined by iconic moments? All these questions seem to demand different answers, but look closer. Every question in the GOAT debate is asking the same thing. Which athlete had the greatest impact? If you compare the candidates for the greatest of all time and compare the level of impact they had, we are left with no other choice but to acknowledge that Cristiano Ronaldo is the undisputed GOAT. And it is not even close. Ronaldo is not just the greatest of all time in football, but the GOAT of all sports. Ronaldo is the GOAT over Messi, over Jordan, over Brady and Tiger, over Federer and Mayweather, and every single athlete you can think of. Ronaldo has all the championships, the individual honors, and statistics you would expect from a GOAT. But what really cemented Ronaldo as a GOAT is his time with Al Nassr in the Saudi Arabian League. While Ronaldo continues to dominate the Saudi Pro League, Ronaldo's greatest impact has been on the country of Saudi Arabia. Ronaldo isn't just a football player in the Middle East, he is a catalyst for change. Under the leadership of Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, Saudi Arabia wanted to rebrand. They wanted to distance themselves from the conservative identity that had defined the kingdom and embrace a more Western liberal identity. But that is easier said than done. To make this transformation, they not only had to convince the local population to abandon centuries-old traditions, but also change Saudi Arabia's perception globally. This seemed to be an impossible task until Al Nassr signed Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo stated that the reason he joined Al Nassr was because he was attracted to the project. Now, at the time, we thought that the project was the Saudi Pro League, that Ronaldo would be the face of the league as they tried to elevate the Saudi Pro League to being one of the top 5 leagues in football. But that was just the tip of the iceberg, a small part of a larger project. The real project Ronaldo signed up for extended beyond the football pitch. His main role was not scoring goals, but to change the very fabric of the Arabian country. There is no doubt that Cristiano is the most famous athlete on the planet. Wherever Cristiano goes, attention follows. Naturally, Ronaldo's presence in Saudi Arabia has brought a lot of positive attention to the kingdom. By leveraging this attention, the kingdom has successfully established a thriving tourism industry worth billions of dollars. Saudi Arabia has now spent the GDP of smaller countries in building tourist attractions and buying the rights to host mega events such as the WWE, Formula One, boxing, and musical concerts. The investment spent to host these events would be worthless unless people from all over the world visited the country to attend these events. But such is the impact of Cristiano Ronaldo, that not only have these events successfully attracted fans globally, but the Saudi government has doubled down on their commitment to developing the tourism industry. A country which most tourists would never have considered visiting is now arguably a bigger tourist attraction than Dubai. That is Cristiano's impact. While most of the great athletes spend the twilight of their careers playing for smaller teams, struggling to garner the attention they did in their prime, the last chapter in Ronaldo's illustrious playing career is being the face of a project worth billions of dollars. Not only is Cristiano ushering Saudi Arabia into a new era, he is the face of the Saudi Arabian project globally. This level of impact is unprecedented for an athlete, and which is what makes him the GOAT. A few hundred years from now, when people read about the history of Saudi Arabia, they would read about a Saudi Arabia before Cristiano arrived and a Saudi Arabia after the arrival of Cristiano. Cristiano has changed the trajectory of the entire region. No other athlete comes close to having the impact Cristiano has had. No other athlete has the legacy as influential as Ronaldo's. Simply put, Ronaldo is the greatest of all time.